Now, switching gears a little bit, can you talk to us a little bit about your recent motion to ban electric scooters in Los Angeles? What's behind that? What do you hope to see out of it? And what do you think it would take to get those to be not only accepted, but accepted legally and used appropriately?
Well, right now they're not used appropriately, and we dealt with it at the Transportation Committee at the very beginning. So I'd only seen a couple scooters. It didn't seem to be a big problem. Since then, I've probably seen 1,000, 2,000 scooters myself, mostly on Beverly Boulevard near where I live, and I've seen every possible violation. If I've seen at least 1,000, I've seen one helmet in use, and it's not legal to ride them without helmets. I've seen most of them on sidewalks. It breaks state law to ride them on sidewalks. You're also not allowed to ride them on a major street with a speed limit of 25 or more miles per hour. So between all that, virtually everyone is in violation. And in addition, we've seen a number of small children on these. You're supposed to be, I believe, 18 to ride them, and I've seen kids that appear to be as young as 5, often with their family. Clearly a violation. I've seen a couple people at a time on scooters, and I've heard about people falling off, one or both of them, because they're riding as a group, which is a dangerous thing to do. Right. There are so many hazards to health and safety. Certainly I've heard a lot about pedestrians having to dive out of the way, pedestrians being hit and getting significant injuries.
Right.
We need to figure out what needs to be done to enforce the law and to make it safe.
Right.
And I'm not 100% sure it can be safe. If we can't figure out a way to do it, just because it's something new and exciting doesn't justify endangering people's safety.
Right.
So I want to put a halt to this until we have a good long look at what we can do to make them legal, what we can do to enforce the law, what we can do to make it safe, and if all that works, then bring them back.
Now, recently the mayor of Beverly Hills, Julian Gold, he said in a referendum meeting that the scooter companies' actions were, quote, reckless and disgusting. Would you agree with that statement, with how they launched their program within the city?
Well, I'm not sure that I would use those exact words,
right.
But reckless, I think, is fair. It kind of reminds me of Uber and Lyft, where taxi companies have been regulated for years, and then they come in and violate every law, and they don't care. And the city, in a close vote, I think made the mistake of not requiring them to follow the law. And so we charge taxis a fee, we don't charge Uber and Lyft that fee, and we let them get away without adequate background checks and a number of other things. This, I think, is even more dangerous, because people are getting hurt all the time. We're getting so many complaints, and the community at large really hates these. And so unless we can find a way to make them safer, I think the community will not accept them, and I think we really should get rid of them.
1895, Fort Fifth, correction, a female mental, 1508 South Worcester, and the upstairs duplex. Code 2 incident 5401 RD 859.